I remember it well. Before I started fasting, I thought about food constantly, every single hour of the day. What am I going to eat for breakfast? What am I having for lunch? What's for dinner? Do I have snacks packed? I was literally the guy who brought the cooler to work with him. All 5 to 6 of my meals were packed up. I set the timer on my watch or my phone to remind me to eat every 2 hours in case I forgot. But believe me, I usually did not forget. I'd finish one meal, and within an hour, I'd be thinking about the next one. Not just because I was starving, just because also food was always on my mind. If I was driving, I'd think where I could stop and grab something. If I was working, I'd be mentally planning my next meal. If I was watching TV, every food commercial, it would trigger a craving. It was exhausting, really. And I thought it was just normal. I thought everybody lived like that. I'm Dr. John D'Ambrosio, chiropractor for over 32 years, author of the book Fasting That Works, and I lost 20 pounds of fat while maintaining and even building muscle using intermittent fasting. So I started fasting and something really weird happened. I didn't expect it. The food noise, it stopped. Now I really do not think about food until it's actually time to eat. I'm not obsessing. I'm not planning 3 meals ahead. I'm not white knuckling it through my morning. I'm not fighting cravings. Nothing. I eat when my window opens. That's it. I enjoy my food. The taste is amazing. I look forward to it. But there is no urgency. There's no anxiety. There's no constant mental chatter about what I'm going to eat next. I'm just not hungry during the day. I'm in the middle of a 42-hour fast now and I'm fine. And you know what's wild about that? Most people think fasting would make you more obsessed with food. Like you'd be counting down the minutes until you could eat again, right? That's what you would expect. And that's what happens on traditional diets. You restrict calories, you eat 6 meals a day, and they're small, so you become more food obsessed, not less. You're constantly portioning, you're measuring, you're worrying about your next snack because your blood sugar is spiking and crashing all day long. Fasting, it does the exact opposite. Once you're fat adapted and your insulin stays low, your body stops screaming for food every few hours. Your energy stays stable. Your hunger is quiet. I didn't force this to happen. I didn't use willpower to stop thinking about food. It just went away naturally. Now, I'm not saying I never get hungry. Of course I do. But it's a calm, manageable hunger, not that desperate, panic driven, I need to eat right now feeling that I used to have. I know I need food. I enjoy eating, but I'm not driven by food anymore. It doesn't control my day. It doesn't occupy all my thoughts. It's just fuel and pleasure when it's time to eat. And that is one of the biggest underrated benefits of fasting that nobody talks about. It's not just about losing weight, it's about mental freedom. You get your brain back. You're not constantly distracted by food thoughts. You could focus on work, on conversations, on life without this low grade anxiety constantly running in the background about what you're going to do for your next meal and when it's going to be. Mental clarity alone, that's worth it. The fat loss is a bonus. So if you are someone who is like me, always thinking about food, always planning your next meal, always fighting cravings, fasting might be the answer. Not because it requires more willpower, because it actually removes the obsession. Your body stops demanding food every few hours. Your insulin stabilizes, your hunger hormones regulate. So important. And suddenly you're free. Get my free fasting cheat sheet. Learn how to burn stubborn fat and eliminate food noise for good. Link in the bio for the cheat sheet, for my 5-star reviewed book again, Fasting That Works, and for my Fasting That Works Fat Loss Masterclass.